Hey guys, welcome back to Vegan Cooking with Courtney, and today we are going to make a bread bowl with broccoli cheddar soup. I am so excited. So we're going to use 1 cup of flour, and we're going to add 1 teaspoon, you know I gotta look because I don't measure anything, but of salt. 1 tablespoon. I always forget this, guys. Oh, these measuring life. So you're going to have 1 tablespoon of yeast, and you're gonna put it in another bowl because you do want this to heat up with water, and you want to get it a little cloudy. You want to mix it up, make sure that it's all dissolved in your water, and then you want to pour it on top of your flour with your salt. And then you're also gonna add cane sugar, 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of cane sugar. And so while this is just sitting here, because we already have our water on, we're gonna let that boil up just a little bit. It only needs to be warm, and we're gonna work on our soup. So I'm really stoked about this, guys. And this only needs to be on like 210 Fahrenheit, not very high, and we're just gonna add all of our ingredients in. We're gonna add a little bit of oil just to kind of coat the bottom of it. Then you're also going to add your onions that we've already chopped up. We just minced them up a little bit, and we added carrots. Now you want to grate your carrots up. You don't want to dice them or do anything. You want them to have like a very thin look. So you want to have this in there. You want to add these. And we're just going to let this cook up before we put our broccoli in. Onion salt, garlic powder to this. And then you're also going to add garlic salt. We're gonna mix this up, and we are going to let this just kind of simmer up and stay right here while we go grab our water and then work on our dough. So I'm really excited. Here we go. You just need to mix this up, guys. Make sure that all of it is dissolved, and then you're gonna leave it for about 5 minutes and let it get really cloudy. And so guys, while this is all cooking up, we are also going to make cheese. So we've done this before. We've made cheese in so many different projects and food that we've had, and you're only going to do 2, I had small ones, so you probably can just do 1 large sweet potato, 1 large potato, half an onion, and then I did 2 carrots. And so you want to toss into your pot, and you want to boil them until they're soft. And then you're going to add all of the same seasoning. So, because you're going to take a cup of water out of your potatoes and your mix of veggies for your cheese, and you want to pour it into a blender, and then you're going to blend that with your veggies. And then we're also going to add nutritional yeast to it. So you know how creamy this is going to be. This is going to be so delicious. It's going to be so easy. This was sitting here for what? 5 minutes. You're going to add your broccoli to it, cook up your broccoli. I want to wait until I cover this so I can add my broth. I'm going to add a cup of broth, and child, this is going to be so good. Now, I just added something, so we are going to add a little bit more seasoning to it. Not too much, just a little bit. And this was my onion salt. This is my garlic salt. And then this is my garlic powder. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. So good. So now this has a really nice cloudy look to it, guys. And you'll see it. It'll be on your spoon. I just kind of leave my spoon in there to just kind of like see it. But you will see it regardless. And then you're just going to top this in here. This is our bread. And I don't like to get too messy, guys, so I'm just going to kind of use my spoon. So you're going to mix this up. Now, it's not going to be your fluffy dough yet. You do have to add, I'm going to keep 3/4 of flour next to me. So then that, I mean, this isn't 3/4, but I'm gonna use it anyway. You don't need too much. You just need a little bit. So you can do 3/4, you just set it aside and then sprinkle it on. And you wanna make sure that your dough is no longer sticky. Guys, this is all turning out really great. Everything is cooking so fast. I didn't realize how fast this was all gonna cook up, guys. Well, look at this, guys. Look at this beauty. So we're gonna let this cook up just a little bit, because then you wanna add your, you know, your veggie broth, But in the meantime, we have time enough to make our dough. So that is what really I want to get finished, because that process is not, it's not long, but you do need to leave your dough in the fridge for an hour and 30 minutes so it can rise. So I'm gonna place a little bit of flour onto my cutting board, so then that way it doesn't stick. And then I'm gonna place my dough onto the cutting board, and you're just gonna knead it until it's no longer sticky. How nice this looks. I'm gonna show you a little bit. Come on over, come on. Wow, look how bright that looks, guys. This is so beautiful. And we're gonna add a cup of our veggie broth. We're going to add 1 cup of almond milk. I'm just gonna let this simmer up, guys, and then we're gonna add 1 more cup of almond milk, and then we're gonna have 1 more cup of veggie broth. I'm gonna cover this, half cover it. I forgot my tablespoon of oil. You don't need a lot of it, you just need a tablespoon, or a teaspoon. A teaspoon of oil in your bread. Okay, guys, so I wanted to wait to add my 2nd cup of almond milk and my 2nd cup of veggie broth. And so we're gonna add this again. So we're gonna add, so this is going to be our 2nd cup of veggie broth. So this is here, this is basically like all done. Again, we're gonna add our seasonings. This is our garlic salt. And we're gonna do our garlic powder, onion salt, and then we're just gonna cover this up. Oh, let me add a little bit of salt in it. So we're gonna leave this for 15 minutes and just let it simmer. And while we're letting this simmer up, we are also going to work on our cheese. That's my favorite part. We making cheese, my blender. Remember, before you dump out your water for your veggies, you want to take 1 cup of that water and add it to your blender. I feel like I'm going to drop them everywhere, so I'm gonna use a spoon. Nutritional yeast. And I'm gonna add just like 1/4. We're just gonna dump this out into a little bowl. Oh, guys. Now, we already had one of our doughs from yesterday because I needed to make it. And we're just gonna work on this. I think all I'm gonna do is put a little bit of oil in the bottom of a little bit of oil in the bottom of my pan, this little guy, and hopefully I can make a good looking bread bowl. We are going to pray to the bread gods. So this is already non-stick, so I'm just gonna put a little bit and I'm just gonna run it around, and I'm gonna take my little dough guy and we are gonna put him in. Pray for me. And guys, since this is finished, oh yes, yes, sorcery. We are going to add our delicious veggie cheese to the mix. So let's do that. So good. So good. Alright guys, I'm gonna let this keep warm while I wait for my bread. Guys, we are done. This was amazing. And let's eat. Come on. Guys, this was incredible. We got everything finished. I even put a little bit of avocado on top. You know, you just slice it up. We did our bread at 400 for 15 minutes and it turned out really great. Now it's not some store-bought professional bread, but this is homemade bread. You know what's in it. And I'm gonna dive right in. Wow. Wow, guys. This is so good. I'm gonna mess this up a little bit. Let me add some avocado in here. Wow. It's so good. It's really creamy. Oh my god. You know what? Let's try one of our knots with it. This is... We really out here making food like this. The bread knots. Oh my god. This whole dish is amazing. Honestly, it will take you like 45 minutes to make everything. One more. It's so good. It's really creamy because of the cheese. Well, we made veggie cheese, but that makes it so, so good. I'm so excited about this dish, guys. Subscribe, watch another video, and if you want to make ranch with this, because you can, go and watch my stuffed potato recipe. It is so good. It tastes just like ranch. It was unbelievable. Guys, I'm gonna enjoy, so you know I hope you do. I'm gonna get this bread. I'm gonna get fat, guys.